Tinman here. Wednesday afternoon, about 2:15. Beautiful, beautiful day. Just partly cloudy skies. Mid-80s. News report yesterday said we're supposed to have milder temperatures through the end of the month. And in August we'll return back to our killer temperatures, but we're supposed to be like 10 degrees cooler, which we are. So that's good news. Come on, Bubba, why don't you turn in right there? Cause us to leak. We'll miss our darn intersection. Come on, baby, get out there and turn. This light takes forever. But yeah, we had to do our little diabetic meeting with the nurse, and we do that every 4 or 6 months. Got a new blood meter, glucose meter. This other one's been acting crazy, and it runs on batteries. It's a whole much better than the rechargeable one, I hope. But I just got to be better about sticking myself. Man, it feels good out here today, I can tell you that much. It's kind of weird. I was a whole lot better about taking my blood sugars when I did it twice a day. And then Medicare will only approve once a day because I'm controlled. And I forget that for some reason. It's got no explanation to it. But my sugar's been up. And I agree with my doctor. It's the pain. Pain makes your sugar go up, and oh well. Hoping in under a month we're able to correct this problem. But we shall see. Well, I know you don't like going down the interstate, so we'll be back in a second. Alright, my friends, we made it up the interstate. Now we just need to get the big tractor trailer out in front of us. Started to go around him, didn't, and had to pay for it. got this one. Oh well. Traffic engineering. I You just can't figure them out anymore. There's nothing fluid about what they do. You know, years ago, you'd get a green light, then the light ahead would turn green, and then green, and then green. Nowadays, you're likely to get a red light, turn green, and then the one right up there is going to turn red. They don't sync them like that anymore. They all run off pressure pads and whatever, and it just doesn't have any rhyme or reason, and it definitely hey, what you doing? At least you are. I connected the Cena itself to my phone instead of the bike, so I can actually talk right now. I got a thing from Cena where somebody had wrote them. They were like apparently investigating my question, but apparently Harley, their what they call the sound tone, which causes the echo, is defaulted into the headset, so you can't remove it. So I wrote Harley. I was writing them an email, and then Mitzi came out to get me, and then whatever my screen got screwed up, and I lost all the shit I wrote. I was like, oh great. I had written quite a bit. Was almost ready to hit send when she got me, and I guess by the stupid ass touch screen, it blanked it out. So I got to write it again. But I'm going to ask them, is there any way they can change that default to on and off in one of the next updates they do for the nav center? But one of Cena's workaround suggestions was for this. Oh. Alright, I'm back from the phone call. Work problems for the wife. Well, I'm not going to say that. It's all women in their workplace. They always, yeah. Well, I'll tell you something. It really feels good out here, 83 degrees. Man, can it get any better? Can it get any better? This is some kind of nice. I think we're gonna go gas before, because we're down to a quarter. So I'm gonna pull into the fueling station, and then hope I'm doing the right thing here. And then I'll be back after the gym. Hello, my friends. Tin Man here. Wednesday night, about 9:25. Just finished up at the church. Headed on a short ride roundabout to the house. I love riding at night. I love riding at night. It is beautiful, man. The sunset is still pretty.
we'll go down Youngblood Road. We haven't been down this road in a long time. Let's take a shortcut to Strickland. Great night at church. Our adults met and prayed for our youth that are going to camp this weekend for 5 days. We have 97 leaders and youth going to the youth summer camp. That's pretty awesome. They were shooting for 100 and missed it by 3 people. Not too shabby, I would say. Got a lot of people that live back in there, Country Walk. Just got to keep an eye out for the critters. Deer being the main ones. I looked a couple weeks ago and still had the deer whistles under my floorboards. Read a lot of reviews and a lot of opinions before I put them on after Randy hit that deer on his trike. I don't want to tell you, there's a whole lot more people that believe that they work than believe they're hogwash. So $8, I think. For $8 I figured, well, if they work, great. If not, ain't no big great waste of money. And so I put them on. And I've seen a few. I just wonder, once I put them on, I quit seeing them at all, which maybe it runs them off long before I get there. I don't know. But the couple I've seen, it seems to have alerted them more than them not even knowing it's there. So yeah, I believe in them. Yeah, man, it is awesome, awesome, awesome out here. 72 degrees. Gonna go to Athens in the morning. I talked to Cycle World, Harley Davidson of Athens, and we're gonna get them to check the nav on the computer, see if they can turn off the side tone. Cena sent me some stuff where they were given information from another Harley user, but Harley says it's on by default on the nav center, and the technician wasn't sure about it, but he said, come, let's take a look. I mean, it's on by default. It should be controlled by the computer. So I'm thinking that they can flash it off, which would solve all my problems. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I had wrote Harley email asking if they would put it in their updates to where we could turn it on or off. And then my brain says, hey, can they do it with the computer? Like when I had my spotlights flashed to always on, and my CB and cruise control flashed to the opposite sides. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. All right, we're home. Like I said earlier, if you like this ride, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, click my subscribe button. Click the bell icon that appears afterwards, and you'll get notification of when my videos are up. Tinman.